Guys, great to have you over again. Isaac Larkey of You the Man. You know, after surviving my car crash 17 years ago that left me with an 85% brain disability, a lot of people came up to me and they asked me, Isaac, how is it that you managed to weather the storm, and especially the ups and downs? Surely you must have got despondent. And I said, yeah, of course. I mean, and there were many, many, many more downs than there were ups. So they said to me, yeah, but can you share with us a prayer that you consistently made? And I said, yeah, sure thing. And it goes like this. It says, oh God, help me to say words in the truth, in the face of the mighty, and to refrain from speaking ill in order to gain the applause of the weak, and to not let me accuse my adversaries of treachery because their opinions oppose mine. O God, should you give me wealth, do not take away my happiness, and should you give me might, do not take away my wisdom. And should you give me success, do not take away my humility. And should you give me modesty, please do not take away my sense of dignity. O God, teach me to love others as I love myself, and teach me to judge myself as I judge others. And teach me that forgiveness is one of the greatest steps towards strength. O God, do not curse me with arrogance should I be successful, and neither with despair and hopelessness should I fail. Remind me always that failure is the trial that precedes success. Should you take away my wealth, do let me keep my hopefulness, and should I fail, do let me keep the power of determination. And should you take away the blessing of good health, do let me keep the blessing of faith. O God, should I have harmed others, give me the courage to apologize. And should others harm me, do bless me with the courage to forgive. And should I forget you, dear God, I beg that you should not exclude me from your clemency and compassion. You know, guys, for me that was a very powerful prayer. And I thought to myself, sometimes we're forced into directions that we ought to have found for ourselves. And what we do does not define who we are. Once again, what we do does not define who we are. What defines us is how we rise after falling. Thank you for watching. This is Isaac Larkey, turning adversity into opportunity. Bold, brave, courageous, and fearless. You the man.